Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... Whoopsies. Oh, there it goes. Wait. Yeah. Nope. Come on. Work. There we go. Welcome to the Wolfpack Racing League Cup Series race here at Indianapolis. Race number 9 of the 21 race season. 120 laps here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at your race info super quickly. Let's go ahead and turn that off and turn the race info on. Here we are, race 9 of 21, 120 laps of Wolfpack Racing League here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 4 kilometers in length, 23 degrees Celsius with a 46% humidity. A little cloudy with a little bit of wind, 6 kilometers. So it should be pretty good. We're running the oval configuration. It's going to be a very exciting race. Oh, I can't remember how banked the track is, but it's not very banked. Track's most popular for being most known for the Indy 500. Just ran in May, maybe June, I can't remember. I personally do not follow IndyCar, but I do know what the Indy 500 is, but I don't know when it's run. But right now, Cody Sturgill fastest in practice. We got roughly 10 minutes left here. Cody, he's had not a good race last weekend at Kentucky, so hopefully he can do better here tonight. And right now he's doing pretty good. But behind him, we saw the 43 car. He flipped with a pretty bad crash, smacking that inside wall. I think that's where Brad Keselowski hit it a few years ago. But I don't think they had anything there. But right now, Cody Sturgill, fastest lap by almost 2/10 for 51.46 compared to Christoph Hall. His fastest time is 51.64, tied with Sammy Harrell. Back here, Austin Moore, 5th on the grid right now in that 18 Toyota Camry. And your most recent truck winner, Kyle Hess. We saw him have a dominating car last week at Kentucky. Wonder if he'll be able to keep that momentum up, running 6th right now. Here's Eric Schaefer in the number 8 car. It's a pretty nice twist on the Harley-Davidson schemes I've seen, and I really do like it. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at your cameras for tonight's race. We have the typical VRN groundhog cam. Go the whole way around the track, static cameras. We'll use these for the start of the race, and that's all we will use them for. Maybe during a restart when it's been a while. So that's that one. Got the good old burnout camera, but it's not really working right now since no one's doing a burnout, but it'll focus on the car and has a pretty good angle. And then new for tonight, we have the scenic rotating blimp camera, which kind of highlights the whole entire track, and we'll use this camera for interviews, because I think this one looks pretty cool. You get to see the whole track once it rotates back around, but usually that takes a couple, so we'll give it some time here. For the main cameras here, this is what we will mainly be using, along with this one. Got 2 different main cameras we can use here. No pit road cameras. There's Zach Deutscher. Oh man, it's been a while since we last saw these cup cars around the track. Full 7 days. Can't believe I waited that long. But we got, let's see, 19 in here right now. And Deutscher across the line. What's that spot gonna put him in? 13th. Yeah, on his first lap here. let's go ahead and see if we can get someone up here in the booth with us. Actually, here, let's go ahead and talk to Cody Sturgill. So I think he's going out to do a qualifying run, so maybe not. Wait, is he? Yeah, he's coming out pit road with his teammate. There's a 48 car. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Philip Bridgman. We've seen him have some really nice, solid runs here past week. Well, not really past week, but the past week of races that we've covered here from WPRL. He's had some great runs and some pretty consistent finishes, so let's see what this 48 car can do tonight here at Indianapolis. Got 5 cars here all together. Looks like they're running the high downforce package. I thought they ran the low downforce here, did they? Must have been wrong. High downforce, low horsepower. Should be relatively easy to run, but at the same time, I've never ran a cup car around here. I've done trucks and ARCA, but that's about it. But this track is very deceiving at points, especially on corner entry. Here's the 39 car of Robert Reynolds, one of the most dominant drivers this season. He's led the most laps loose out of that corner. I think that was turn 1. We'll see. Much wider angle here. There's the 18 of Austin Moore. About to say I don't see Brian Huntley Jr., but I do see him now. Just has not set a lap quite yet. Randy Bousquet in the 24. Just looked at him. He's cool. He's got a nice paint scheme. Nick Rollison in the 96 car. There he is. I do like this paint scheme. Whoa! Up into the outside wall a bit, trying to keep it away from the 98. He was currently second on the grid. Second in practice grid. Oh man. So let's go ahead and take a look at your recent race results here. Uh-oh. Oh, yikes. Uh-oh. Gotta change this now. How do I bookmark something? Control F? No. Okay, so it's Control D. Okay, so if I go to... Why is this not working now? It's quite depressing. Done. That's what I want. Okay. There we go. Now this should work. Yes, okay. We go to latest race results here. Your winner last week was Jeff Ramsdell. Where's he at right now? 4th on the board. Led 6 laps. It's kind of surprising, actually, considering he is the points leader, I do believe. Robert Reynolds came home 2nd. Led 1 lap here last week. I don't see him out on track. But there he is. And then Philip Bridgman came home 3rd. Did not lead a lap. Kyle Hess came home 4th. Led 73. So he led the most laps out of everyone, and rounding out the top 5 was Sammy Harrell, who ran out of gas on the 2nd to last lap and was unable to make it to the end, but luckily still was able to get a solid top 5 finish. And then your standings after everything. Jeffrey is still your points leader, and Sammy goes up 2 spots. Dakota Kramer stays in 4th. Cody Sturgill loses 3 spots. And Kramer was another one of those fast cars last week. He was able to get up through the field quick, but just... Oh man, pit strategy and that caution came out. Don't think it really went his way last week. Philip Bridgman up to third, up 2 spots from where he was the previous week. Philip Bridgman, if he gets a solid start, or solid finish here tonight, he may be able to get up to second in the points if he gets by Sammy Harrell. And if Ramsdell has a bad night, that'll be great for the two behind him to really capitalize on him, because right now, Sammy is 19 points behind him. So we'll have to see how this points battle works out. I mean, we still have a lot of racing left to do, especially when the playoffs come around here. And let me look at this again quick. Can't remember when they are. So the playoffs start after Daytona on the 7th of August. And then it's a top 16 make it in. And then North Wilkesboro, Nashville, Bristol Oval are the first three playoff races, and then the cutoff for the top 12. And then Las Vegas, Talladega, Bristol Dirt are the next 3 races. And then you have the top 8 make it in. And then Atlanta, Kansas, Martinsville. And then the finale after Martinsville is Phoenix. So it should be a pretty exciting championship battle here. But I definitely know who really has to kick it into gear here to start making it. And that's Kyle Hess. Right now he's on the verge of the cutoff with Eric Schaefer tied in points. So those two are going to be battling for that final spot, along with Justin Stevies, Troy Rittner. Those two are only 1 point back. We'll see. But we can pretty much say Jeffrey Ramsdell, Sammy Harrell, Philip Bridgman are probably locked into it at this point. But we'll see. Cameron Smith here in the 9 car. Where's he at? 36th in standings, only 1 start made. He's probably going to be one of those long shots for the Cup here tonight, but you never know what could happen. Oh boy, I'm ready for this race, guys. It's going to be one heck of a race, one heck of a finish. Now, one thing I will say about this track, it's fun. At least in some cars. I don't know about these cars. Oh, never mind, we don't have any more seconds left of practice. It is time to go. It's qualifying time now. See how these boys can handle this. So Cameron Smith and everyone else and try to make their way around this 2-mile oval. I think it's 2 miles, maybe 2.5. Not 100% sure. Let me check that quick. No, it's not working. Okay, so I think if it's not bigger than 2 miles, then I don't know. All right. So Jacob Carter on your screen right now. In the number 20 machine. And we got everyone else coming out pretty much. We have Robert Reynolds, Zach Deutscher, Cody Sturgill, Nick Rollison, Christoph Hall, Kyle Hess, Philip Bridgman, Sammy Harrell, Ian Humphries all coming out on track. And right now, Kyle Hess is the fastest. He's on his opening lap here. How does outlap his first lap? Everyone has 2 timed laps, 2 tries to get a nice qualifying run. So Jacob Carter, just looked at him here. Just trying to get a solid time here. Cody Sturgill with the fastest time so far. From what I'm seeing here. Let me just move this up a bit for now, so you guys can see all the times on the bottom. And right now, Kyle Hess is on top. See if Cody Sturgill can beat this time. Ooh, Philip Bridgman up top right now with a 51.95. Zach Deutscher just a little off. Never mind, he just went fastest with a 51.88. And what's Cody gonna do? 4th fastest with a 51.98. Exactly 1/10 off. Nick Rollison across the line for his first lap. 52.7. What else we got? Ian Humphries, Robert Reynolds about to cross the line for their first lap here. And across the line for Ian, that's going to be no time for Ian. Wait, nope. 52.21 for Ian. And for Robert, no time for Robert. Right now, Kyle Hess is on the pole. Cody Sturgill on his second lap. Can he better his time? No. 200 slower that time around. Christoph Hall in the 98. Down the front stretch. Can he better his time? No. 52.02. Sammy Harrell across the line for himself on his second lap. What's it gonna be? 52.40. Dave Cuvier just finished his first lap. 52.65. Jeff Ramsdell coming to complete his second lap. Second and final. He is currently 4th on the grid now. It's Cameron Smith. Goes quick time with a 51.79, which is the fastest lap. And that's pole position, preliminary pole. Austin Moore in the 18 car trying to set his first lap here. Here it comes down the front stretch. And that first lap time is going to be doesn't want to tell me. Guessing that first lap did not count for him. Oh, and we are out of time. Speaking of time, qualifying is over. It is time to take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's race here at Indianapolis. Alright, starting on pole, Cameron Smith, your fastest in qualifying. What an upset. Don't think anyone really expected him to get the pole, but like I said, you never know what could happen. And Kyle Hess starting second, Zachary Deutscher gridding third here tonight, Jeff Ramsdell starting 4th. Row 3, Philip Bridgman in the 48 and Sammy Harrell in the 43. Cody Sturgill starting in that 7th spot in the 42, and Christoph Hall beside him in the 98. Row 5, Jacob Carter in the 20 and Ian Humphries in the 26. And then you got Nick Rollison in the 96 and Dave Cuvier in the 45. Row 7, you got Robert Reynolds and Brian Huntley Jr. And then you have Troy Rittner in the 11, Bob Berry in the 2, Eric Schaefer in the 8, Austin Moore in the 18. And then rounding out the field, you got Richard Crane in the 36 and Randy Bousquet in the 24 in that 20th position. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a quick word with your pole sitter, Cameron Smith. Is he in the chat? Looking for him. Do not see Cameron in there. So let's go ahead and see if we can talk with Kyle Hess. Whoopsies. Come on. Hey Kyle, this is Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got time for a quick interview?
Yes, sir, I do.
Alright, man. Well, gridding second here tonight. You'll be starting on the outside row. What do you expect from tonight's race here at Indy?
Right now, I'm not really sure. Pit strategy is going to have to come into play for sure, because I think we have 50% fuel, and it's going to come to about, looks like it's going to be like 6 or 7 pit stops to make it to the end, and we've only got 3 additional sets of tires. So it's going to make it pretty interesting to see who's got tires later on in the end of the race.
Alright, well, for Indy, would you rather be on the inside or outside on restarts?
I'd rather be on the inside, but we still got a long way to go, and we'll see what happens, bud.
Alright, well, you're going to try to save it these first few laps, or you're going to try to push, get that track position, that one extra spot.
Right now, it's savings mode for a while, just until I can get, or make sure that I'm good enough to the end.
Alright, well, wish you luck here. Hopefully you have a good run in the 86 car.
Matt, I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll be talking to you later from Victory Lane.
Hopefully. Alright, here we go. Getting ready to go green. Pace car. It's pulling off the track. We don't need it no more. There it goes. And your front row is going to bring us to the green flag here in Indy. Green flag is out. And it looks like they will all make it to the first lap here. And already that 86 car to the race lead early in the race. No surprise there. Everyone's single file already. There's Brian Huntley, or Troy Rittner in the 11, sorry. There's Brian Huntley Jr. in the 19 car. Some of these guys in the back who are fighting for that playoff spot. There's Eric Schaefer, who was just 1 point away. And now Cameron Smith now to the race lead, side by side. It's going to be a close battle here for the race lead. We got some fast guys up front. Don't count out the guy running fourth right now. That's Jeffrey Ramsdell. It's the 9 car leading lap number 2. And it looks like Ramsdell's going to let Harrell by. Maybe even Hall. Cody Sturgill with the fastest lap so far in the race. That lap was a 52.07, so they are significantly faster with this draft here. That's the 39 on the inside of the 19, well, the 20. Robert Reynolds trying to get a good finish once again here tonight to make the playoffs. That would really help him out. Richard Crane got off to a good start. Already 9 seconds back from the leaders. Eric Schaefer, he's trying for that final playoff spot. Who else was there? Can't remember who else was in that area. Oh yeah, Kyle Hess, who is currently 4th right now and being challenged for that spot. And I'll let him have it. So right now, Zach Deutscher leads the way in the opening laps here at Indianapolis. And Austin Moore has the fastest lap with 51.89 at 18 M&M's Camry. Everyone was slower that time. Don't know why. Just were. And it looks like Deutscher out to a pretty comfortable lead at the moment. I think he's pulling away from that 9 car. But right now, Jacob Carter really starting to reel in the cars in front of him. He's in that 20 car behind Kyle Hess. Running 6th right now, trying to get into the top 5. Gained 2/10 on Zach Deutscher that lap. Oh boy. We're only 5 laps into this thing, and we got a lot of shifting going around, especially from the Robert Reynolds crew. He is already up 6 spots from the start of this race. That 39 car definitely has some speed under the hood. Cody Sturgill, Nick Rollison side by side for position. That's 8th spot. Nope, 9th. Just 1 spot off in that 12 car all the way down to the bottom, just to make sure no one else can have his draft. Deutscher really wanting to get the win here tonight. Where is he in points? Oh, I do not see him. Oh, there he is. 22nd in the points right now. So yeah, he really needs some good finishes here for the playoffs. And I wouldn't say it's completely out of hope here, but he's about 30 or so points below the cut line. If he can put together a few good finishes, and maybe even a few wins, he should be pretty good. Philip Bridgman trying to get get in front of the 18 of Austin Moore. It looks like they're going so slow when in reality they're going almost 200 miles an hour. I wonder how pit strategy is going to work. We talked to Kyle Hess before the start of this thing. He said you got to make like 6 pit stops, and that's probably true. We only have 3 sets of tires, so pit strategy is going to be a huge deal here tonight. So they'll probably run 2 fuel stints, get some tires, run 2 fuel stints, get some tires, or something of the sort. I don't know. We'll see what these guys try to do. Zach Deutscher still leads the way by half a second now. Pulling away from the number 9 car. It's looking to be Deutscher's playground right now. Early on in the race. Robert Reynolds trying to get around Jacob Carter in front of him. Trying to get that 7th spot gain since the start. Started 13th. Reynolds having a good car right now as well. Brian Huntley Jr. trying to catch up to Richard Crane here. Okay, these bottom 4 cars really falling back from the pack, really. There's a huge difference, and Dave here is all alone in that Chase Elliott car. I hate to see it. There's Ian Humphries, right in front of him in the 26 car. He was running some good practice laps. Kyle Hess and Sammy Harrell battling, and along with them, the 19 and the 30, or the 98 behind them. Christoph Hall and Jacob Carter going at it. They were side by side there through 3 and 4. Looks like Hall's going to be able to keep ahead of him. But he goes to the inside of the 86. Hess with a good exit. Not able to get to the bottom here. Wonder where you do want to run. I know you don't want to go all the way down below that white line, but we've seen the decent runs that the 86 cars getting, and now Sammy Harrell challenging for second. And he's clear of the 9 going into turn 3. Zach Deutscher up to a 1.3 second lead in the opening lap still. It's going to be one heck of a race for him. Let's go ahead back to this battle back here. Everyone's singled it out, but Christoph has gotten around him. So let's see what these boys do. Looks like Christoph is now trying to get around the 9 car. Let's go on board Christoph Hall here. Here it goes to the inside. Oh, 9 shutting the door. Smith playing a really scary game early in the race. We're only on lap 11. Look at the run Hall gets here. I think Smith may have put too much stuff on his tires here early in the race. Don't know. I mean, look, he's right to the rear bumper of Smith already. Christoph Hall really taking these corners nice and swell. Ooh, not a good exit there, though. And here comes the 90, or the 86 on the bottom. Kyle Hess trying to gain some spots back now. Track position is a pretty big factor here. From what I've heard in previous races here at Indianapolis. But I mean, Zachary Deutscher just took that and just threw it out the window. 2-second lead. 13 laps in. Wow. He's got a bad fast car for sure. And Robert Reynolds now around Kyle Hess. Robert Reynolds up to 6th. Still your biggest mover. Oh, man. Oh, we got a nice drag race down the backstretch. Austin Moore. Nowhere close to the front. Whoops. I meant to say, Jacob Carter. Sorry. Bumper to bumper. The 9 challenging the 43. And Robert Reynolds trying to get around the 98. Hess going to go with Reynolds on the bottom. No draft for Reynolds. Except for side draft, that's about all he has. Look at how high Christoph was running there. Ooh, Reynolds cleared him. He's up to 5th now. 8 spots up. Oh, now he's trying to go for the double. He's up to 4th. But those two are side by side down the backstretch. And Jacob Carter clears him. Oh, but he ain't done yet. He's going to go for that 9 car. Whoa! Cameron Smith saves it. What a close call. 3 wide behind him. Oh, boy. That kind of died out pretty quickly there. Sammy Harrell is now almost a second in front of that 39 car. But the 39, Robert Reynolds, up 10 spots. Running third now. Pit stops are coming up around lap 20 or so. I highly doubt anyone is going to take tires this early in the race. Sammy Harrell is really... Holy cow, Robert is fast. He has really put this car up for the long haul here. I mean, if it goes green the whole time, I honestly would understand that. I'm not expecting a caution anytime soon. Sammy Harrell down to third, sorry. Robert Reynolds up to third. Now, can you reel in your race leader? Eric Schaefer into the pits, though. The first of 19. Well, looks like Christoph is into the outside wall a bit. No caution, though. Let's take a look, see what happened here quick. Not seeing it in my replay thing here. That's not good. Deutscher with a 3.2 second lead. And with pit stops right around the corner. Wonder who's going to go first other than Eric, obviously. Because he's already down there. There goes Dave Cuvier from 17th. See Eric coming out of the pits up front, up ahead. He's gonna merge right with the pack. Only one left down, I do believe. Christoph down to 12th after meeting the outside wall, getting that right side damage. Don't know how it happened though, because it won't let me look back at the replay. But all I do know, it wasn't bad enough to cause a caution. Oh, 3 more going down pit road. Oh, looks like some people may have locked up their tires there. But Nick Rolson, Jacob Carter, Troy Rittner, Philip Bridgman, Bob Berry, Ian Humphries, all down pit road. Meanwhile, Zach Deutscher, Robert Reynolds, Sammy Harrell, Kyle Hess, Jeff Ramsdell, Cody Sturgill, Austin Moore, Cameron Smith, Christoph Hall, Brian Huntley Jr., and Richard Crane all still out. So the top 11 still have yet to pit. And here comes your race leader, Deutscher down pit road. And Robert Reynolds in the 39 is going to take the race lead on lap 19, sorry. And he has a 2.5 second lead himself over Kyle Hess. So Deutscher, Harrell, Sturgill, Moore, Smith, Hall, and Huntley all went down pit road. Richard Crane, Jeff Ramsdell, Kyle Hess, and obviously Robert Reynolds have yet to come down pit road. And honestly, if I was Deutscher, he's doing a great job right now. Where's he at? There he is. Have a great pit stop. Doesn't look like he had any penalties. He should be able to continue on quickly and even stay on the lead lap as Kyle Hess, Robert Reynolds now down pit road here. Only two more to come down. Richard Crane and Jeff Ramsdell. Gotta see when they will do it. Still have 100 laps here. And it looks like Ramsdell is really taking the corners easily. Well, the tires are already that bad. But no one is pitting for tires at the moment, guys. They only have 3 sets. And they got pit like 6 times to make it to the end here, so I can see him double stinting here. I'm guessing that's what the strategy call will be. And looks like Reynolds is going to come out of the pits 8th, maybe 9th here. Nope, 9th, 10th even, 11th. Jeff Ramsdell now coming down pit road. Deutscher inherits the lead with a 6-second gap between him and Sammy. And he is still pulling away from them. I think Deutscher is the favorite to win right now. And this will be really good for his playoff campaign. As, like I mentioned before, he is 22nd in the standings. Got 21 laps completed so far here for the Wolfpack Racing League Cup Series at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll be right back after this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Virtual Racing Network. Here with the Wolfpack Racing League at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Three-way battle here for position. Christoph Hall all the way on the top in the 98. And the 11 of Troy Rittner and Jeffrey Ramsdell in the 97. Last car to pit. And Zach Deutscher with an 8-second lead over the second place car, Sammy Harrell. So he's having a great run, but he's he's receiving pressure from the 2086 car behind him. We'll have to see how this battle works out, so we'll keep an eye on this for a hot minute. One thing I do want to say, if you guys have never had a banana before, they are high in potassium and bananas are good. But back on topic here. 24 laps completed, and pit stops will come again around lap 40. Lap 38 to 42 is the pit window. The earliest we saw guys pit was on lap 15. from Eric Schaefer, and the latest was Austin Moore, who had just gone down pit road. He's sitting 21st, or 19th, but he pitted on lap 21. It's Kyle Hess now pulling away from the car behind him, and Zach Deutscher pulling away from Kyle Hess. I mean, pitch strategy is a thing and all, yes, but so let's, man, this is going to be a crazy finish. Zach Deutscher dominating right now. Would not be surprised to see an underdog win like Deutscher. And I'd be very happy for him too. He's had speed. He has had speed. Let me look at his recent races here. I mean, Pocono, he finished 11th. Texas, 24th. New Hampshire, 19th. And at Kentucky last week, he finished 8th. I mean, it's not, like, fantastic, but it's still a top 10. It's better than what he has been, so this could be a season turnaround. Season 180 from Zach Deutscher that we've all been expecting. Now, Sammy Harrell trying to catch up to Kyle Hess within these last few laps here before pit stops again. And, like, 13 laps. One thing I will say here, guys. Speed in draft is going to help. If you're in draft, you're not going to burn as much fuel, but if you're all alone, you're going to burn a lot more fuel here. So if Zach can get behind that 18 of Austin Moore and stick with him, then we may have some good competition here, but if not, it's going to be strategy time. That's all I'm going to say. It's a lot of strategy that's going to play into the finish here tonight. Let's go ahead and take another look here. I'm going to just double check how many tires they have on iRacing quick once the thing loads. The Deutscher leading. Robert Reynolds trying to get back into the top 4 here. Ooh, this battle's looking like it's starting to heat up here. Yep, they only have 3 tires. Live car got out of the way. Nick Rollison. He's had some okay races recently, but not enough to get him into the top 16. Only 1 top 10 as well. Barely ahead of Zach Deutscher. And right now, this battle, they were like bumper to bumper here. Troy Rittner up 11 spots from the start in that number 11 FedEx car. Started in the back, and now he's here up in the top 5. And you got 3rd and 2nd up in front of him, about 2 seconds there. And these two are really catching up to him. 2.1. And now down to 1.8 already. Wow. Rittner and Reynolds are just able to hold a whole lot more speed through the corner. I mean, holy cow. And Deutscher, 12-second lead now. Jeez. This is like a very dominant race right now. It's awesome to see someone else dominating, even though we've seen quite a lot of parity this season. Let me get back to the schedule quick. Yeah, Ramsdell's win last week at Kentucky was the first multi-time winner this season. Yeah, we're 9 races in and only 1 driver has won more than 1 race. So with 8 different winners going into the 9th race. well, 7 different winners going into the 9th race, sorry. The top 2nd through 4th here, 2nd through 5th, all here battling for 2nd through 5th. Oh man, Sammy Harrell lost 2 spots there. And it looks like Kyle Hess is going to follow suit, and here comes Robert Reynolds making his strike to the bottom. To the inside of the 11, he's going to get by him. And he is putting that car, he's checking out. See you guys next week. Along with Deutscher, but Reynolds is starting to catch up to Zach here. Zach pitted a lap earlier than Robert did. So he's got to put that car into gear here and start running. Where there may not be a whole lot, may not be a whole lot of running he needs to do. Honestly, Zach can literally just park his car, completely stop his car, get it going again, and still be ahead of 2nd place Robert Reynolds. Maybe, I don't know. Probably. Kyle Hess trying to get around Sammy Harrell now. We saw Hess in front of the 46 or 43 beforehand, but lost a spot when they went nearly 3 wide for the other 2 that flew by him. And Harrell still has it. Pit stops once again coming up. He's gonna serpentine down the backstretch here, just so he doesn't get that draft, but maybe he was also trying to get out of the way of the lap car. I don't know. It sounded logical at the time. "33 of 121 laps completed." We are officially roughly, I don't know how many percent. Deutscher down to a 10-second lead. They're gaining a few tenths per lap. Not a whole lot, but it is enough to gain fair amount of time, as Robert Reynolds is already 2.5 seconds ahead of Troy Rittner. Running 3rd, having a great post first stint, I guess you could say. There's Jeffrey Ramsdell trying to get around that 9 car. Cameron Smith, your pole sitter. Sammy Harrell is once again trying to defend Kyle Hess from that 4th spot, sorry. Robert Reynolds cracking down on Deutscher's lead, and it's officially under 10 seconds for the first time in 7,000 laps. Deutscher's lead is under 10 seconds. It's pretty awesome, I guess. I'm not a scientist. Robert Reynolds. Oh. I don't want to make this any smaller than it has to be. I guess it would work better over there on that side. There. Alright. But Deutscher, there he is. Leading the race right now. He is, well, not one of the most dominant cars. As Troy Rittner down pit road here early on lap 35. This is the, and I see Nick Rollison back there as well from Bucks County. As Jacob Carter coming down as well. Philip Bridgman. Oh, I thought he was coming down. Never mind. That's everyone down pit road as of right now. Sammy Harrell will take that 3rd spot. They just need to gain all the time they can on Zach here before pit stops happen. Reynolds trying to get that time under 9 seconds as best as he can. As we get closer and closer to lap 40. Pit stops happening now. Eric Schaefer having to stay out much longer. Oh, it looks like he may have stopped on the track. But it will not cause a caution because he wasn't on the racing surface when he did stop. But next week we're heading to Michigan. 120 laps once again. How many miles are we doing tonight? I want to check that quick. 300 miles. It's a pretty long race. And then next week in Michigan, we're doing another 240. And then for this regular season finale at Daytona, we're doing 300 miles as well. I love these longer races, I will say. Robert Reynolds down to 8.3 seconds behind Cody Sturgill down pit road. Along with no one else because he's the only one down pit road. There's Troy Rittner in the background, and I can guarantee you that they're taking tires this time. And if not, then pit strategy is there. It's not my ordeal here. They're really going to have to play this cautiously, though. But Robert Reynolds right now, 8.2, and there goes Zach Deutscher down pit road. A mistake could really be bad. Oh, did I click on the wrong one? Yeah, I did. Robert Reynolds back to the race lead here at Indy. He could probably go a few more laps here. Compared to Deutscher. Hess stayed in. Sammy Harrell going in. I meant to say that Hess stayed out. Cameron Smith is still out as well. Jeff Ramsdell is still out. Robert Reynolds leads the way here. He has that long run speed, but just hasn't been able to catch up to Deutscher. But I can guarantee you it's going to be close at the end of this thing. And here he comes down pit road. What will Hess do? He's 11 seconds back. Is he going to copy or is he going to stay out? He's staying out. But there's Brian Huntley Jr. going down. And there's the 9 of Cameron Smith going down as well. And Ramsdell will stay out. Alright, Deutscher, no penalties, no mistakes out of pit road there. It looks like he's going to have yet another 9-second lead. Once pit stops are over here. Unless Robert Reynolds can get out here shortly. He's out. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5. Not quite able to get up to speed yet. It's how long pit exit is in a way. Ooh, scraping the grass a bit. There he goes. He's finally out back on track. With about 8 seconds behind Deutscher. And just a few tenths behind Rittner. You can see him in front of him. Ramsdell now coming down. Or no, Hess coming down. Ramsdell's the last one out. Last one still out. And oh boy. Troy Rittner pulling away from Robert Reynolds, but this could just be because he is just still trying to get his car settled in for the run here. We'll see pit stops again around lap 60. They can go within 18 to 22 laps on fuel. see here. Rittner is actually pulling away here. Kind of surprising. And is catching up to Zach Deutscher. Zach maybe taking it a little bit more easy, or maybe he just did not get tires. Well, considering his last lap was a 54.48, maybe he didn't, and along with Robert Reynolds, I don't think those two took tires during that last pit stop there. Rittner may have. Meanwhile, Ramsdell's still out on track here. We'll have to see when he starts coming down, and as I say that, there he goes. Down pit road goes the driver of the number 97, your points leader. Trying to get as many points as he can tonight. Deutscher, 4.2 second lead over Troy Rittner. And that gap is already down to 3.9, 3.8. Rittner, I think he took tires. I think he did what I said some people may do. Double stint the fuel, and after, on that second run, get tires. Don't know. Austin Moore, down pit road now. So Ramsdell stayed all the way out to lap 41. And honestly, I don't know why you would really want to stay the whole way out, especially with how these tires are. Unless you've got tires, that is. But I am nearly certain that Troy Rittner took tires at this point. Because, I mean, he is already almost 2 seconds behind your race leader, Zach Deutscher. You can see him just ahead here. And I have a feeling that we're going to go caution-free in tonight's race. No doubt about that. So let's go ahead and see who has the fastest lap. 51.89, and actually it is Austin Moore with a 51.89 right there. And in 18th right now. And caution has come out. The first time here tonight, just as I was said, it's probably going to go caution free. Let's see what the cause of caution was. Looks like it was a admin caution. Could have been a competition caution. We'll have to see later on. If I was Jeffrey Ramsdell, and if that was a planned caution, I would have stayed out then. That would have given him a bunch of track position for sure. It's really going to help that Troy Rittner car and Robert Reynolds. Pretty much everyone else behind Zach, who just had an outstanding lead there after that first pit stop. And everyone coming down pit road, maybe not. Looks like the lap cars can't come down yet, that's why. But yeah, everyone's coming down. Deutscher, Rittner, Reynolds, Sturgill, Harrell, Hess, Hall, Carter, Ramsdell, all down pit road. And it looks like Cameron Smith stayed out. They've hit it just 4 laps ago. There he is. He's the only lead lap car that stayed out. And Reynolds takes the win out of pit road there. That 12 car lost a spot. 42, Cody Sturgill, he gained a handful of spots. Kyle Hess, I think he remained neutral there. Rittner lost spots. The 43 lost spot. And I don't know about the rest of these guys back here. Who else we have up here? Everyone's up here, waiting to get that wave around. Bob Berry, Brian Huntley Jr., Nick Rollison, David Crane, Dave Cuvier, Eric Schaefer, Ian Humphreys, Austin Moore, and Philip Bridgman, all a lap or more down. So you will probably get the wave around here. And it looks like we will be 1 to green this time. No. Is it doing on 1 to green? I think they do wave rounds on 2 to green. I may be mistaken. And now the 9 going down pit road. Nope. Smith fooled us. How dare he? Let's go ahead and see if we can talk with Robert here. Is he in the chat? Nope. But I do see Sammy Harrell here. It won't let me drag anyone. That's not good. Whack. Oh. So, it looks like Cameron Smith will take the lead. Did Robert get a penalty down pit road? Or something. Because he won the race out of pit road. I wonder if he may have gotten a speeding penalty. Maybe he's just trying to weave through everyone. I think that was the case. Don't know. But here we go. Fresh tires on the outside, old tires on the bottom. Maybe. I don't know if they got tires or not. I can guarantee you if they didn't that last time, then they certainly did this time. But here we go. Going through the final 2 corners. The 9 of Cameron Smith is once again going to be leading us to the green flag here. iRacing.com pace car peeling off the track. Going up to the spot, the flag standing. Green flag is back out here in Indy. Surprisingly, not a lot of drivers using a lot of room to make moves. Everyone kept it 2 wide there. And they're 3 wide for the race lead. Deutscher on the bottom, Reynolds on the top, Smith in the middle. Check up from Reynolds. He's going to lose a ton of spots on the bottom. Deutscher to the race lead. Hess in the middle. On the inside of Smith. Sammy on the bottom trying to get to the inside of Sturgill. Cody. Nice run for Cody to the bottom. He's up to 3rd. That was someone in the outside wall. I think that was the... Oh, I don't know. I think that was the 45 of Dave Cuvier. Guessing it was, and already Robert Reynolds down to a not so great start. He's already down to 10th on the restart. And already Zach Deutscher is out front, logging laps, leading the way. That did not take long for him at all. Troy Rittner in the 11. You know, this really makes me wonder if Reynolds took tires. I don't think he did. Pit strategy. Reynolds up to 9th now. trying to gain a few more spots back here. Meanwhile, Deutscher already up to nearly a second lead over the rest of the field. He really wants this win, and I can tell. Sammy Harrell battling Cody Sturgill for fourth, I think? Third or fourth? And already we see everyone's single file. We got a nice solid group here. 4 cars battling for spots. Side by side, Jeff Ramsdell, Sammy Harrell. And on that bottom there, that's the 20 car. Jacob Carter. And Christoph Hall back there in 7th. Pretty good restart for him. He's been running inside the top 10 all night long. Having a great night. And oh boy. Second lead already for Deutscher. And we've been green for like 5 laps. If that. Robert Reynolds in 9th, but Brian Huntley Jr., he's in 10th right now. Ooh, wow. He's having a good restart too. Yeah, I really don't think that Robert got tires. I know Troy did last time around, but I don't know about Robert. I'm guessing he didn't. I mean, Deutscher is just pulling away. It's not really a competition at this point. I think I know what Robert's going for. He knows he can keep a hold of the top 10 here. I mean, he's pulling away from Cameron Smith. But Cameron Smith is about to get passed by Nick Rollison for 11th here. Rollison trying to have a good race here. Trying to crack the top 10. Pit stops coming up shortly now. I guarantee you Robert only took gas that last time by. Brian Huntley Jr. putting pressure on Robert. And Ramsdell receiving pressure from Jacob Carter, not anymore. I think it was right on the rear bumper there. Cody Sturgill, Sammy Harrell still fighting here. Teammates. Cody's going to give him the inside. These two are always fun to watch. Right inside the top 10, top 5. Robert Reynolds and Cameron Smith now. Or Brian Huntley Jr., sorry. Huntley got around him. He's trying to clear lap car in front of him, Ian Humphries. Brian Huntley trying to get a good finish for himself here tonight as well. For sure, he's on that edge of the cut line. Never mind, he's running 10th. He's pretty good into the playoffs right now. They're almost 3 wide out of the corner there with Reynolds. Oh, looks like Reynolds may have gotten up into the outside wall a bit. And Deutscher up to a 3-second lead now. So now pit stops are going to be around, let's see, 64 to 70 probably. But Nick Rollison, he's coming out of the pits now. All the cars that went a lap down are going to be on the same pit strategy as beforehand since they were unable to pit. Jacob Carter to the inside of Kyle Hess now. He's going to take that second spot away pretty easily. We're going to try to fight for it down the backstretch, but to no avail. Dave Cuvert and Eric Schaefer battling for 15th. Cuvert trying to get his giraffe down the backstretch here. Not able to get a whole lot of it. Does he have damage? I think he might have some front end damage. Maybe not, though. It's hard to tell. Nick Rollison back into the pits. Maybe he got a black flag here. That is not good. Driver of the 96 car. And, well, Zach Deutscher continues to lead here at Indy. 3-second lead over the rest of the field. Race is brought to you by Virtual Racing Network. We'll see you guys here in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Virtual Racing Network here live on YouTube for the 9th race of the 21 race season for the Wolfpack Racing League. We're here at Indianapolis. And I heard another car down pit road there. That is Eric Schaefer. Another lapper. Cody Sturgill and Sammy Harrell. These teammates still going at it. Going at it for points in the race and positions in the race and positions in the championship for more than one series as well. So Cody Sturgill, Sammy Harrell are pretty close in the truck series standings as well. And next week for the trucks, where are we going? I just had it up. Talladega. That'll be fun. Those of you who missed when I said we were going for next week for trucks or cup, next week we are heading to Michigan for the 10th race of the season, the second to last race of the regular season. Keep an eye on that, boys, as Kyle Hess losing 2 spots. Or just 1 spot, sorry. To Jeff Ramsdell. Jacob Carter slowly reeling in Deutscher. Deutscher was up to about 2.8, 2.9 seconds, and he's down to 2.6, 2.5. This is some challenge we're seeing for the first time. We haven't seen anyone really get close to Deutscher here. And this is the first time we're seeing it. Robert Reynolds still sitting inside the top 10 here. And he is just 20 seconds behind compared to everyone else. Times really do fade. He's running about 2 second slower lap times. Roughly. It's Brian Huntley Jr. He's coming back out on track. There he is. These two are still together. Wow. We have roughly just about half of the race left. Actually, we are exactly at the halfway mark. Next time by will be 60 to go. And Deutscher is pulling away again. This man is unstoppable right now, guys. I don't think anyone's going to be able to challenge him as they come down the backstretch. Ramsdell running third. Like I said before, we only have 2 races until the end of the regular season, so Deutscher needs to have some good finishes in these last 3 races if he wants a shot at the championship at season's end. Let me see how many points he is exactly behind the mark here. So he has... So Kyle Hess has 113. And Deutscher has 86 points. He is 27 points below the cut line. It's going to be close here. As Cody to the inside of... Nope, never mind. Thought he was on the inside there. Pit stops coming up here within the next handful of laps. Sturgill and those two really starting to reel in Kyle Hess ahead of him. Richard Crane down pit road. First of many during this cycle. Actually, he is one of those lappers. Along with Cameron Smith. He went down on lap 59. Robert Reynolds, he's still out though. Oh, I just remembered that Cameron Smith, he did not pit during that last caution there. So there was definitely no way that he had to... He couldn't make it the whole cycle. But Deutscher leading 22 seconds over Robert here, but only 3 over Carter. Ramsdell through 7.3 seconds back. Kyle Hess 9.1. And the boys, as we call them, really reeling him in here, as we said earlier. This man is going to be having some company here shortly. That's for sure. Saw Rittner in the back there. Running 8th right now. 6.5 seconds ahead of Reynolds. So we have just a few laps here before, and as I say that, I'm gonna say pit strategy and here, or pit stops, and here comes Deutscher, Carter, Ramsdell, Harrell, Sturgill, Hall. Is Rittner gonna come down? Yes, he is. Is Robert coming down? Here he comes. I can guarantee you he's going to have some 4 fresh Goodyear tires on his car. Kyle Hess stays out. The only lead lap car staying out. Kyle Hess. So all the leaders, lead lap cars coming down your top 10. Except for Hess. That's kind of scary. And as expected, Deutscher wins the race out of pit road. Ramsdell comes out 2nd. Jacob Carter 3rd. Go ahead and see. It looks like Sammy Harrell is going to get out. Rittner up a spot. Sturgill lost 1 spot. There's Hall out of pit road, and Reynolds then is coming out now behind Brian Huntley Jr. And there's Kyle Hess coming out. Or coming down. So Deutscher with a 6.3 second lead now. Doubling his lead from last run. the previous run. He has 2 tires left, and I'm really having to guess here because I don't have anything that tells me how many tires each driver has. But what I will say is Reynolds is probably going to start picking these guys off one by one here. I'm pretty sure he is on fresh tires. I mean, he didn't go for him last 3 stops, I guess you could say. So we'll see. Once he gets his car up to speed, yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely got tires. I mean, he's gaining... He just gained 3 seconds on Kyle Hess. I mean, Hess is still trying to get up to speed, but still. Well, no, not really. See what everyone's times are once they get by the line here. Deutscher's lap time was a 52.53. And what is Reynolds? I mean, Reynolds is 26 seconds behind. So he's really got to start catching up here. And there he goes across the line. Reynolds' time was a 52.01. Half a second faster than everyone in front of him. I mean, Brian's about to get passed by him here soon. There he is. I think either Deutscher or Reynolds is going to win this race right now. I mean, they have the 2 fastest cars here tonight. Oh boy. I will say it's not going to look pretty. And when it gets down to the wire, everyone's pretty spread out right now. Everyone's minding their own, except for these 2. Brian's going to let him have it on the inside. He may be able to clear him there. Yep. And now on to the next one, which is Christoph Hall. I mean, all the numbers are green, meaning he is gaining. Deutscher with a 7.5 second gap between him and second here. See here. There we go. Jeff Ramsdell and Kyle Hess. Kind of close here. Troy Rittner now within a second of Robert Reynolds. Or, it's the other way around, sorry. Sammy Harrell, really huge run for him. He's going to be able to get to the inside. He's going to clear Ramsdell. And Harrell up to 4th. Robert Reynolds around Troy Rittner. He's back up to 8th. A win would mean the world for Deutscher, though. I mean, he's running a second slower than everyone else. I think everyone else had taken tires, but at the same time, Carter was gaining on him towards the end of that run there. So, I don't know if he got tires or not. Quite frankly, it's hard to tell. Coming to lap 70. We're on lap 69 right now. Reynolds is starting to lose time. Oh, that's because caution is out for the 2nd time tonight. Looks like Brian Huntley Jr. was involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at the VRN instant replay. See what happened here. Oh. Guessing his car came to a stop. Yep. And that caused the yellow to come out. Brian Huntley Jr. into the outside wall. Tried to save it, and boy was he close. Everyone's gonna come down pit road now to get some fresh tires. I can almost see it, or I can already see it happening. Everyone down pit road. Hey, who kicked that cone, boy? Pick it up, thank you. Alright. Well, as everyone comes down pit road, we are going to go ahead and cut to commercial break. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. Alright, getting ready to go back green. Everyone's gonna go 2x2 as we head down the backstretch. Deutscher, once again, gonna take us to the green flag. Actually, this is the first time Deutscher's taken us to the green flag. But this is like the 1000th time that he's led out of the pits, so let's go ahead and see how this restart goes, boys. They go into turn 4. Your iRacing.com pace car will excuse itself from tonight's sporting event. I don't know. Here we go. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out at Indy. There they go, down the backstretch. Everyone's already single file. And Robert Reynolds up to 6th. Down the front stretch, Deutscher's going to lead the opening restart lap, with Kyle Hess looking to get in the second. Not able to get there, though. Deutscher not really able to run away quite yet. Not as much as he used to. And everyone's back on your typical race strategy as if no cautions ever came out. So we should see pit stops again around lap 90. And then that'll be the last of the race. I think 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh no, we got an extra 10 laps to find somewhere. We'll see what these boys do. Jeff Ramsdell and Christoph Hall battling for 9th, sorry. 8th and 9th. Jacob Carter, Kyle Hess battling for that spot there. Hess with a good run down the backstretch. Not enough to have it into the corner. On board, Kyle Hess. Whoa, where did Sammy Harrell come from? I think he just threw it into the corner, hoped it would stick, and it did. And now he's trying to take 3rd. And Robert Reynolds, he's trying to get up there as well. I'm thinking everyone's on the same set of tires now. So I have to see who's good on the long run and who's not. What's hot, what's not. Track is probably hot, these tires. They're probably a little warm, but not really hot yet. But those hot dogs down in the cafe thingy, can't remember what they're called. I don't know why. Those are really hot. They taste awesome too. Go buy a hot dog or something. Don't know. Oh man, Reynolds right in Sammy there. I almost said Hammy. Sammy Harrell. Hammy. I don't know. Here we go through turn 2. Ryan Huntley Jr. to the inside of Robert Reynolds. Oh, almost contact between the two. Deutscher really does love serpentining. No one else does it. Maybe that's why he has such a big lead all the time. It looks like the 39 gonna save some stuff here, as Sammy is receiving pressure from Kyle Hess, as those two just, as Sammy just got clear of him. Sammy now trying to get to that 2nd spot. Whoa! Christoph Hall into the outside wall. That's the 2nd time tonight. No caution though. He kept it straight. for the second time tonight. He's good at keeping that car straight, which is awesome. Car control is a huge help, especially when we get to that dirt track here in a few weeks. And Harrell with a big push from the 19 gets around him. And I guess there's two 19s back there. I just want to clarify that the black-based 19 is Jacob Carter and Brian Huntley's in the blue-based. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double file back here. Robert Reynolds trying to get those spots that he lost there. Brian Huntley Jr. is up to third. Is Huntley the only one on fresh tires? I don't know anymore. I really don't. This race is so wacky in so many ways, and it is just awesome. And there he goes, up to second. Is Brian the one that'll take down the reign of Zach Deutscher? We will have to see. Deutscher with a 1.5 second lead over Brian, Kyle Hess, Jeff Ramsdell, and Jacob Carter. Head to head into turn one. Hess to the inside of Carter. And here's Reynolds looking to the inside almost of Ramsdell there. Oh boy, they're 3 wide. No one's breaking out of this one. Oh, looks like Hess did. Thought no one was lifting there for a second. Reynolds trying to get back into the top 5. He's there. He's on his inside. Jacob Carter and Reynolds gonna drag race. It looks like Huntley does not have enough for him. At the moment, at least. Pit stops coming up in the next 10 laps. Now back here, these guys are still going at it. Back here, Troy Rittner trying to get around Bob Berry. Haven't seen a lot of Bob Berry tonight. He's running 11th in that number 2 car. Ooh, who's that? That's Austin Moore coming out of the pits. I thought so. I didn't know he pitted though. Cody Sturgill, the last car. We know. Christoph Hall is the last car in that group there. Just missed one fellow. That's a 5-car pack. All going at it. And it looks like Hall's right side damage is not that severe, if at all. Side by side again. Oh man, Robert Reynolds really wants the spot. He has nowhere to go now. He's gonna have to live down there. Kyle Hess is gonna get by him, maybe even Cody Sturgill as well. Nope. Deutscher down to a 2nd lead. Not able to run away this time. Brian has yeeted the lasso, and it's around it's around Zach's car, and Brian is reeling him in, pulling him in by a few tenths each lap. S-Pack is starting to break up now. It's a breakup of the century. But Hess and Carter still fighting. Hess to the inside. Oh, I think the same thing is going to happen to him as it happened to Reynolds here. Oh, Reynolds is actually going to go with Hess here. They're both going to be able to get by Jacob Carter on the inside. Ooh, Hess maybe not so lucky. Whoa, Reynolds right on that thick white strip. with not a lot of grip. You saw his car get a little sideways there. That was pretty cool. Good save by the 39. Deutscher down to 0.6 seconds. Ramsdell and Huntley both pulling him in. But who has more tire, Ramsdell or Huntley? Don't know, as it's follow the leader down the backstretch. Wherever Deutscher goes, they follow. Into turn 3. .4 seconds is the gap. And it's down to 0.3. 0.2. You can see he's inching closer and closer. 0.1. Back down to 0.2. 0.1. Like I said, the lasso is on. Check up by the 19. Slight snake down the backstretch. Huntley, a huge run through 3. Is he going to be able to get to his inside? He will. And there he goes. And there's Ramsdell as well. He's going to get to his quarter panel. He may be dead even once they get to the front stretch here, or to the first corner. And he is just going to fly by him. Whoa, Austin Moore around. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. There's the 18 of Austin Moore. I think it just gave up at that point. Let's just back this up here. I want to see this in slow motion. I know the Olympics are going on, Austin, but I didn't know this was WPRL Olympics. Here we go. Someone start singing "I Believe I Can Fly." So graceful. The way he flipped, just like that. And landed it too. I mean, that's like bonus points for style right there. No caution, by the way, for that. Brian Huntley Jr., your race leader now. With Ramsdell trying to get around him to take it for himself. But, like I said, pit stop's coming up soon. Deutscher has some tire. Because obviously he did not take tires that last time. Unlike pretty much everyone else did. Robert Reynolds running 5th right now. Trying to reel in Kyle Hess still. These two are going to be fighting for quite some time. Here's the battle for the race lead, though. Stayed about the same distance away, and actually Huntley's pulled away just a few hundredths. Like quarter of a tenth. Sammy Harrell down pit road. Sturgill Hall. And I think Cameron Smith may follow suit. Nope. Smith stays out. What does Bob Berry do? Stays out. Troy Rittner. He's coming in. And Richard Crane stayed out. So your top four, so 14th through 9th, all in pit road. Well, I guess 10th through 14th, all in pit road. Jeff Ramsdell, 0.15 back. And here comes your leaders. I wonder if Deutscher's gonna take tires. Robert Reynolds staying out, along with Kyle Hess. Now, I don't know if they'll be able to make it from here, from this very lap, till the end. But honestly, you never know. Everyone's going to be getting tires, if they have them. Because this very well could be the last pit stop, and caution comes out. And it's Eric Schaefer involved. Let's take a look, see what happened here on the instant replay camera. There's Eric Schaefer in the middle. He's that blue car. Looks like he tried to come down pit road, kicks the cone out of the way. Tried to get the car stopped. Oh, and hit the wall, pit wall. And he tried to do burnout on it. I wonder if he thought if he went fast enough that the wall would move. I don't know. It's not good for Eric Schaefer, as he had a pretty good race going for him, pretty clean one. But not like that. Oh boy, that's really going to shake it up down there for the final championship spot. Because if you remember here, Eric Schaefer is on that cut line, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he is on that cut line along with Kyle Hess. Those two are tied for 16th. So I guess Hess and Robert, they're in a pickle here because they kind of have to pit. And if they don't, then that's probably a fairly big mistake. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some interviews here. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk to Sammy Harrell. Hey Sammy, this is Sean up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you. What's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. Having a great race right now. You've been inside the top 5 all night long. How do you feel about tonight one? Do you think this is the night that you can get the win?
Well, I'm hoping so. I still got a set of tires in the bank. So I'm hoping to run about 12 laps right here. I'm gonna put on a fresh set. I think everybody else is out of tires, and we're gonna see what we can do.
All right. Well, do you think that caution came out at a pretty good time? I mean, you were going.
No, it come out at a great time. To be honest with you, I should be leading the field
Yep.
back to green, and see if I can't pull away a little bit. I know some of them's gonna pass me right here on the initial start because they got fresh tires. But when they pit again, they're not gonna be able to take tires. I'm gonna be able to. As long as it goes green the rest of the way, we're good.
So we're gonna have another pit stop.
What'd you say, Sean?
So we're gonna have another pit stop here.
Yes, we should have one more green flag pit stop if it stays
Alright.
green.
Well, I mean, we've all seen that Deutscher, he's fast tonight. So what are you gonna try to do to hold off that number 12 machine?
He's just gonna have to stay behind me. That's it. I'm gonna have to keep him behind me, one way or the other.
Alright, well, you're having a good race so far, man. Keep it up front. You're doing a great job. Hopefully you can get that win and continue to get those points, maybe even win the regular season championship.
All right, brother, I appreciate you, and you're doing a great job up there in the booth. Keep it up, and let's see if we can't put this 43 STP Chevrolet Camaro in victory lane here at the Indianapolis.
You know, 43 in victory lane doesn't sound that bad, does it?
No, sir, it does not.
Alright, man. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Alright, looks like we should be a 1 to green here. As you can see, it's very cloudy. Almost looks like thunderstorms happening over in turn 4 and around that area there. Looks a little dark down there, but we should be okay to make it. Mainly because it doesn't rain in iRacing, but that's besides the point. So from what Sammy said, we may have another pit stop here. So teammates are on the front row for the restart. So he did not take tires. I don't know if Sturgill did or not. But those two are... Oh man. We have... 9 minus... Wait, 25. Wait, why is it saying 25 races? Oh, is that counting? Yeah, okay. So we only have 21 races. So we only have 11 races to go. No, 10 races to go. Well, that doesn't make much sense. That'll be 19. I don't know. I tried doing math. Because 21 minus 9 is 12. Okay, that sounds a bit better. I don't know. It's late. Not really, but, you know, it's fine. Here we go. Going through 3 and 4 for the restart. I don't know how many people got tires or how many people didn't. But Sammy said he thinks that most, if not everybody, is out of sets. He's got one saved up in the vault. Here we go. Pace car is off. Sammy leads him back green. Green flag is out. Everyone off to a great restart. No 3 wide yet. And sadly, no 3 wide at all. There go the leaders into turn 1 and 2. Jeff Ramsdell up to 3rd. Here comes Deutscher. He may lose a spot or 2 here. He pinned that 98 down. Holy cow. It really does take some serious skill to do that. Kyle Hess back behind the 98 of Christoph Hall. Jacob Carter beside the 39 of Robert Reynolds. Sammy Harrell still races the lead and contact. They save it. Cody Sturgill with the save of the race right there. That is some Tokyo drift right there, man. Oh, I can't even get... Oh, man. Oh, wait. Right here. I think this is the replay right here, guys. Now, let's just back this up a bit here. And let's take another look at this. They were 3 wide heading into the corner, and I'm guessing Cody just didn't realize that. Ramsdell was there. Contact, drifting, saving. And it continued on. I mean... I'm guessing Sammy nearly pooped himself there because he was like, oh man, there's the caution we didn't need or want. But Zach Deutscher is kind of leading the race already, and he didn't even take 2 laps. Oh boy. As expected, but there's the caution. Oh boy. And it's Cody Sturgill with the yellow. Let's go ahead and see what happened. Oh, collecting Robert Reynolds and the 9 car as well. And they... Oh, man. That is exactly what Sammy did not want. Robert didn't want that either. But that's how the cookie has crumbled here tonight. I wonder if Sammy's going to go ahead and get those tires now. If he's going to hold on to them. You know what the saying is, cautions breed cautions. That was not the case last week. And who's coming down pit road? No one. Everyone's staying out. Oh, we got a few takers down back there. Those are Bob Berry, Richard Crane, Troy Rittner, Robert Reynolds, and Cody Sturgill. Cameron Smith staying out despite being involved in that previous incident. Everyone is ready for this restart, myself included. Hopefully we do not see any more cautions here. Alright. It'll be 1 degree next time by. Ramsdale, Couvert, Schaefer into the pits. Let's see how this restart works out here. Sammy's going to restart on the outside. Deutscher restarting on the inside. If Sammy can jump it well enough, he may be able to stick on his outside, get a good run through 1 and 2, and clear him down the backstretch. However, it's not likely because I'm pretty sure Deutscher is on fresh tires. Pit strategy is everything. Can't emphasize on that enough. In reality, if you have a set of tires, you don't really know who else has what. So you may think you have a good strategy, and the next thing you know, everyone pulls the same card. So we'll really have to pay attention here on the restart to see who may have used tires and who may have not. Deutscher, it's quite obvious he's used tires. Or he has fresh tires. So we'll see here. Here we go. Getting ready to go green. Green flag is back out. Brian Huntley Jr. with a good restart. He's already on the inside of the 43 there. Into turn number 1. Jacob Carter. Almost to the inside, but here comes Sammy Harrell, full head of steam. Oh, he may start dropping here. Maybe not. Looks like Deutscher is the only one on fresh tires that's very noticeable. We'll have to see how the next few laps play out here. Looks like Jacob Carter trying to get to the inside. We've had about 10 caution flag laps. So I don't know if they will have to... They'll still have to pit or not. If it's going to be close or what. But already, Deutscher already up to a 1.5 second lead. It almost looks like Deutscher was the only one who took tires this time. Honestly hard to tell. Ooh, the 11 with a good jump there on the 19. Rittner up to 4th. We saw Jeff Ramsdell. He pitted at the last second there. So I wonder if he took tires there. Sammy Harrell's already in a tight spot between him and Troy. Oh boy, Huntley almost... Oh man, this is going to be close racing here. I mean, it's been close racing already, but... Whoa, Jeff Ramsdell into the pits. Weird call, but okay. Deutscher 3.5 seconds ahead of the field. And already up to a 4-second lead. Jacob Carter around Sammy. Not quite at Blues. Oh, I know he is. Sorry. Wait, no, he's not. He's right. Oh, man. He's right beside him. Carter is clear now. Can Hall get around? 4.5 second lead for Zach Deutscher with less than 20 laps to go. Starting to heat up here, as Sammy may fall out of the top 5 here shortly if he loses another spot to Christoph. Troy Rittner, Brian Huntley Jr. battle for second. Rittner's by him. Can he catch up to Deutscher, though? Think that's pushing it. Although, he just gained 100th. They're kind of staying the same right now. Rittner is gaining. Rittner just pulled the time by a 10th there. Kyle Hess got by Christoph Hall and Sammy Harrell. Sammy Harrell and Christoph both into the pits, along with, I think that's Cody Sturgill back there. No mistakes for Sammy if he wants to execute this perfectly. But everyone may need to pit. I don't make the rules around here. Just saying. Deutscher last pitted on lap 89. Huntley last pitted on lap 89. Rittner last pitted on lap 96. Ramsdell pitted on lap 100. I don't know what happened there. I really do not. That's kind of weird. And by kinda, I mean very. Sammy may be able to get out before your leader here. And that is almost the case. You can see him there in the back, but Sammy has a whole nother thing to go down here. There he goes. Now he can start getting up to speed behind your race leader. 1 lap down. But Brian Huntley just went down pit road along with Kyle Hess. Robert Reynolds, this second half of the race has not been kind to him. He's running 8th right now. Sammy trying to unlap himself with 15 laps to go. I don't know if everyone else is going to pit or not. Was that lap 96 pit stop? About 25-ish laps. Wait, no, that's... yeah, 25 laps on those tires. I don't know. Or on that tank of fuel. I think if they save enough, they can pull it off, but obviously Deutscher, he's going to have to come down pit road sooner rather than later. And there he goes. Around the 12 car, Sammy Harrell back on the lead lap. Kyle Hess now trying to follow suit, along with Sturgill and I think that's Hall. Yep, Hall behind them. There's Troy Rittner down pit road. He was the ones I thought that may have been able to make it. My guess is good as yours, guys. What's the pit call gonna be? No clue. Honestly, I am clueless right now. Is everyone else gonna pit at this rate? I'm thinking probably. But that's about the distinct of it. These two battling for position, Richard Crane and Bob Berry, within half a second of each other. And you can see Philip Bridgman trying to get by him. Brian Huntley Jr. and Troy Rittner both able to get out before Sammy Harrell. So after pit cycles, that would give Troy about a 2, almost 3 second lead over second place car Brian Huntley Jr. Unless everyone else stays out, of course. Because unless everyone else stays out, then that's really going to shake some stuff up. No one else has come down pit road yet. Bob Berry trying to get around Ian Humphreys. Come to 11 to go next time by. Deutscher with a 3.3 second lead. And it doesn't look like he's coming in anytime soon. Sammy Harrell, or Kyle Hess got by Sammy Harrell. And now Sammy's trying to get that spot back here with help from Cody Sturgill. It doesn't look like Sammy was the only one with an extra set. I mean, everyone else is still still out on track. And Deutscher is still pulling away. Coming to 10 laps to go, this time by Zach Deutscher. Trying to get his first career win tonight at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's been a long night, and here he comes down pit road. Just as I thought he wasn't going to. So that's going to leave Jacob Carter. Nope. That's going to leave Cameron Smith with the race lead. He's going to bring us to 10 to go. Well, actually, Deutscher crossed the line before he got there, so I guess technically Deutscher did it. Is Humphreys going to come down? Nope, he's staying out. Bob Berry is staying out. Richard Crane staying out. Robert Reynolds, he's staying out as well back there. It's only 2 cars coming down pit road. Troy Rittner is going to try to make up some ground, but I don't think it's going to be a whole heck of a lot. Deutscher has some work to do now. Unless Cameron Smith has enough gas along with Ian Humphreys. Honestly, Humphreys, Berry, or Crane, these 3 may have enough to make it. If they saved enough, they have enough. I don't know about Cameron Smith, though, as he's going to bring us to 9 laps to go with an 11-second lead and gaining your pole sitter. This would be a huge upset if Cameron Smith won, and I even said this beforehand. Anything could happen for Cameron Smith to get into the playoffs. I think I may have blessed this a bit. Did y'all just see that? I swear it looked like he had no front end. Unless I'm just hallucinating, which is a possibility, but you know what? I'm looking back at the stream here quick. Yeah, it looks like he has no front end. That's weird. I think it's just his paint scheme, but don't know. There goes Cameron Smith down pit road. Ooh, not a great pit entry for the number 9 car. Ian Humphreys, he's going to come down as well. Bob Berry is staying out. I think he may have enough to make it, along with Richard Crane. I think these 2 have stayed out long enough to point. Maybe stayed out, made slow laps. They didn't go ahead and push their car as hard as they could. Oh boy, but they have some company, as you can see there. Don't know who that would be. None other than Zach Deutscher himself. Coming up through the field again to take the race lead. And there he goes. Deutscher is leading again here at Indy. And he's going to bring us to 7 to go. And I think at this point, Deutscher has this one in the bag. Although he is losing time to Robert Reynolds. But I don't know if Reynolds can make it the whole way. Obviously, Bob and Richard still out on track. Where are they in points? Pulling that up now quick. Bob is 11th, and Richard is 7th. So these 2 have a pretty solid playoff spot right now. Robert Reynolds is up to 3rd. Looking to get 3rd, and he will. I think Reynolds is starting to put his car into gear. Ran that lap 2/10 faster than Zach Deutscher. Oh, his car is just not great on corner exit. That's where he's losing his time right now. And a lot of it. Here we come down the backstretch. Zach Deutscher trying to bring us to 2 to go. Or 5 to go. Sorry. And here comes Brian Huntley Jr. up to 3rd. Where are these guys coming from? Oh snap. Huntley is reeling in Deutscher. And pretty quickly too. Huge run for Huntley on the bottom. He is going to clear the 39. Does he have enough time to make up the 6.5 second lead of Zachary Deutscher in 5 laps? Can he do it? I don't know. He's got to gain about 1.3 seconds per lap. Here he comes down the backstretch. Zach Deutscher gonna bring us to 4 to go. Troy Rittner, Kyle Hess. Really, I mean, these guys that pitted are really starting to invade the top 10, top 5 as Christoph Hall, Sammy Harrell go by Robert Reynolds. I mean, these two are going to be fighting for that top 5 spot. Four to go. Sammy Harrell and Christoph Hall fighting for the final top 5 spot. Sammy has pretty good corner speed. He may be able to do it. Kyle Hess up to 2nd now. Zach Deutscher with a 7.3 second lead. Is still pulling away. As we come to 3 to go. 3 laps left in tonight's race here at Indy. Let's go ahead and look up here at your race leader, Zachary Deutscher. Kyle Hess is starting to reel him in, but I don't think he has anywhere near enough time. Unless he had like 10 or so more laps. Deutscher can put this thing in cruise control at this point. Through 3 and 4 he goes. Zach Deutscher looking to get that first career win. Here he comes down the front stretch. 2 laps to go. 2 more circuits around the historic and world famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the Indy 500. Deutscher has only 6 more corners to make. And if he can do it quickly, he will be a Wolfpack Racing League Cup Series winner. And he will be the 8th different winner this season. Here he comes down the backstretch into turn number 3. Zach Deutscher has never had a finish inside of the top 5. He only has 1 top 10 to his name, and he has only led 33 laps up until this point. And now, down the front stretch across the line, white flag is waving for Zach Deutscher. 4 more corners for the number 12 of Menard's Ford Mustang. Trying to get his first career win here tonight. At a turn number 2 down the backstretch for the final time tonight. Into turn number 3. 2nd place, Kyle Hess, nowhere to be seen. Into turn number 4 for the final time. Zachary Deutscher with a 6.3 second lead is going to get a huge win here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Zach Deutscher wins at Indy. And in dominating fashion as well. No doubt he probably led over close to 100 laps tonight. With only 3 or 4 cautions over the whole stint. Deutscher is now a Wolfpack Racing League Cup Series winner. Deutscher is ready to burn her down. The VRN burnout camera. And with that, folks, that's going to conclude the race, but we still have interviews yet to do. So do not miss out, folks. So let me go ahead and input the results here so we can get the points for tonight's race. And after that, Deutscher is up to 18th and is only 8 points below the cut line, I think. He just needs to have a few more good races and finish ahead of Eric Schaefer, Matthew Hunsaker, Randy Bousquet, those three. And he will be in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and see if he's in there. There he is. Hey, Zach, this is Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, sir.
Oh, man, you must be really happy after that one, dude. A dominating race for you. How'd you do it, dude? You led 94 of the 120 laps. Dude, that's insane.
I did not even plan to win this race. I knew during our practice the car was really good, but man, I just drove away in that. I just cannot explain the excitement I had for my first cup win here in WPRL Racing League, an amazing league, amazing people.
I mean, were you expecting to at least have a good finish tonight?
I knew we were going to get a top 5, but a win, I did not realize we were that good tonight.
I mean, you did so good. No one else led more than 5 laps.
Yeah, the car was good. I barely did any adjustments to it. I just changed my steering ratio and left it all default.
Well, I mean, after this, you were a little further back in the standings after last week, but I mean, this win really helped you. You're up to 18th and only, I think, 8 points behind the cut line. So, I mean, to make the playoffs within the next few races, do you think you'll have a shot here?
Oh yeah, with this momentum and my positive demeanor during racing, I feel like we could easily get in and possibly win the championship yet.
All right. Well, I mean, you've had some good finishes these past few weeks. Last week you finished inside the top 10, and today you obviously got the win, dude. And next week we head to Michigan. Think you'll have a similar outcome next week?
It's across the lake from my home state of Wisconsin, so I consider it a home track. So I'm hoping to do another win or another top 5 at least.
All right. Well, wish you luck here, Zach. Yeah, you did an amazing job here tonight, and hopefully you have another good run next week.
Thank you.
Are there
Enjoy watching the race.
any shout outs you'd like to give out to anyone?
All the admins, Brian, Austin, Eric, for putting us up. This is an amazing league, great group of guys, and just a fun time all around. If anybody's looking for a fun racing league, this is definitely the place to come.
All right. Good luck next week, dude.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Kyle Hess. Hey, Kyle, Sean up in the booth. You got a copy, dude?
I got a copy.
All right, dude. You had a great race here tonight at Indy. You led, I think, 7 laps. I mean, you didn't have the greatest race with leading laps, but you did come home second overall. Do you think you could have caught up to Zach with an extra 10 or so laps?
Oh no, Zach was fast. He was light years ahead of us, and don't know what his pit strategy was, but whatever it was, it worked. It got him out there, and it kept him out there. So congrats to Zach. Man, he was fast. I don't think I had anything for him tonight.
Well, you did have a good finish, though. Coming home at P2, you're up 4 spots. You're up to 12th in the standings. And if the playoffs coming up here soon, do you think you'll be able to make a good playoff run?
Man, I wish I could make a playoff run, but I can only run part time because of my work schedule.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
If it wasn't for that, oh yeah, I'd be running for a championship, bud.
All right. Well, next week we head to Michigan. Do you think you'll be able to, if you're able to run it, think you'll have a good run there?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Michigan. I like it. Um, I like it when the high group comes in. I love catching that momentum off the top of the corners and taking it into the stretches.
I mean, what is your biggest takeaway after the awesome race we had tonight? I mean, obviously we had a pretty nice green flag run there for the first half, and then had a handful of cautions. Only 4 of them though tonight. So do you think the race was pretty good?
Yeah, I like it when we have long green flag runs. I don't like it when we have a bunch of cautions. Probably that probably comes naturally to every iRacer, but man, it is what it is. And I enjoyed my time on the track tonight. Man, I'm over here hiding. I'm gonna have to go outside for a little bit and cool off. Whew.
Right there with you, but well, any shout outs you like to give out to anyone here for your awesome performance here tonight at Indy?
K&K Motorsports, Mission One Esports. I got a win with them the other night, and you VRN for putting the race on, and the league for everything that they do.
All right, man. Good luck next week, and hopefully you have another good run here in the trucks at Talladega.
Looking forward to it, bud. You have a good night.
You too. All right, let's go ahead and talk with Brian Hunley Jr. Hey, Brian, Sean up in the booth, dude. You got a copy? Hey, Brian, you got a copy, bro? Oh, and he's gone.
Copy.
Oh, there he is. All right. Brian, you did a heck of a job getting that car up there. Started 14th, finished 3rd. How'd you do it, dude?
Uh, well, the strategy was to hang back and just ride around and just conserve them tires a little bit. The first set of tires I lasted about 65 laps on, and I just tried to capitalize from there. Went a couple of laps down and ended up getting back on the lead lap somehow. And now this number 19 Toyota Camry was, I would say, averagely decent. I guess towards the end there, I just started wearing out them tires and just pushing like hell, trying to be cautious around my teammate Troy Rittner. I didn't want to slide up and hit him, and overall, I mean, that's just what I did. And I had to come in that last lap. I figured I can beat him off by refueling back up, but the leaders already had almost a 20-second lead in front, so I was just conservative a little bit and making my way through the field, and I'll take a P3.
And you were the biggest mover of the night. And as the league owner, this is the kind of races you want to see. I mean, long green flag runs, little to no cautions. This is the kind of racing that you want to see for sure. So, what are your thoughts on the race as in a league owner's perspective?
We have gotten better. I can say that with a lot of thanks to Eric Schaefer and my admin crew, Richard Crane, Bob Berry, Marcus. You know, we all try to do it every week and try to put a show on for the fans. We've gotten better. We started off a little rough, but I can't thank those guys enough for putting a show on for all the fans out there, and then yeah, I mean they do have a job. The first two cautions were my fault. I went to grab my drink and the button box is right there. My arm hit it, so that was the first caution. I told them I said I felt bad. We had that long green flag run. To be honest with you, I don't think we would have had any.
Oh man. All right. Well, next week we head to Michigan. You think we ought to get another solid race in there?
I believe so. I mean, it's a speedway. Teammates are going to probably be in effect, and we're going to try to put on another good show there. Another 120 laps at Michigan. I should be there. Supposed to go away next week, but unfortunately, COVID has struck the family, and so we'll see where that goes from there. But I'd like to be there and put another good show on for all the fans out there, and a big, huge congratulations to you for doing this for us. Because that's where the most excitement is on Sundays, Saturdays, and Tuesdays in our Big Boy League. For everybody else who will tune in, check out VRN tomorrow and the ARCA at Atlanta. But I try to do my best every week to put a show on for these guys, and I am very extremely impressed with how these guys have been running lately. I couldn't be thankful enough to get a good core of guys like this, and a lot of them I know personally, some of them I don't, but everybody's starting to respect all the drivers out there because they know there's 2 races left until our playoffs start. For the fans out there who don't know, our playoffs cut off after Daytona. So it's going to shake a lot of things up between Michigan and Daytona. But like I said, I'm impressed with them, and hopefully we can keep the show on for you and help you out as much as you can. And I'd like to also give a huge shout out to my esports league team, JBR. Bought them home P12 on Thursday at Kansas. Started in the back, finished P12. What a nice core group of guys over there, and that esports league, SRN, for doing what they do to put a show on for all the fans out there. And my other teammate in there is Zach Deuscher. Hell of a win on him tonight. That's my teammate over in JBR. I'm impressed with everybody. Like, we're going the right direction with this. And next year, we'll guarantee a show for y'all.
Alright, well, sounds like you already did all your shoutouts, but are there any more you'd like to give out to anyone?
Let's see. I'd like to give a huge shout out to you personally for doing an awesome job with this, keeping all the fans entertained where they're at in points and stuff like that, and doing a hell of a job. I need to give a huge shout out to Eric. Hell of a man. He was about ready to quit. I convinced him to stay, so I'm proud of him. Eventually his race didn't go as he wanted to, but he hung on and did very good. All my admin crew, hell of a job by everybody. Wish my mom the best of luck in the hospital. Hopefully, I'm sure she was tuning in. I told her. Hopefully she's COVID negative, and yeah, prayers right there with you. I got a lot of prayers tonight going into this race for Mama. And another huge shout out to Patrick Anderson, my man. Prayers go out to you. The love and support for your sister. I sent a lot of prayers your way. I was glad to make you guys happy for doing those tributes to your sister. I got your back on anything. We love you. WPRL is always behind your back. We'll support you. To everybody watching, we are going to be doing a benefit race for Patrick's sister. Try to help him raise money. Get more information. We'll let Sean know and keep All his fans in touch.
All right. Well, hopefully your family has quick healing, and
Thank you, sir.
hopefully you have a good run next week and
I'm hoping.
good run tomorrow as well at Atlanta. Tires are gonna be everything, just like tonight.
Yes, sir. I think I'm going to pull the same strategy as tonight, riding back a little bit.
All right. Good luck, dude.
Thank you, sir. And you have yourself a good night and appreciate everything you've done for us.
No problem, man. All right, and oh. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning into tonight's race, and before we head out here, I just want to say one thing. Zach Deuscher tripled the amount of laps he's led all season, like his most laps led. He started with 33, and after that, he's at 127. So he tripled in one race, which is awesome. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night with the WPRL ARCA series at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 30 laps. You have one set of tires, two counting the ones you start with. That's going to be a fun one to watch. So we'll